you're still unsure about pivoting into this incredible industry of technology consulting, this video is not here to convince you. It's actually here to help you decide. If this is the first time that you're on this channel, hello, I'm Tammy L. Davis, and I'm a tech management consulting CEO, former administrative assistant in this space, and someone who deeply respects and truly understands how hard it is to make a career decision that actually changes your life. If you have watched a few of my videos on this channel, chances are something has resonated with you. Something has excited you. Something that I have said makes you curious. But there's still something that is making you hesitant. And that doesn't mean that you're not ready. It means that you are operating with a level of thoughtfulness and discernment. And this video is for thoughtful people who want to make intentional decisions. And let me say this very clearly. Feeling unsure doesn't mean you shouldn't pivot. It doesn't mean that you should not make a career change. Most people who successfully have made a career change, including myself, I went from being an administrative assistant to becoming a senior consultant / business analyst with Oracle Corporation. And I was not 100% confident when I made that change. I wasn't. However, I did feel, and I know you do too, curious, tired of being underutilized, fully aware that you are capable of being, doing, and showing that you know more, unsure how it will work, and willing to stay stuck. And I want to tell you again, clearly, doubt, please don't let that be a stop sign for you. Use it as a checkpoint. The real question isn't, am I sure? The real question, and this is what I even asked myself, what happens if I don't move? I really want you to understand, and I'm going to gently talk about it, but then I'm not. What happens when you wait? Not to scare you, but to be completely transparent and to be completely honest. When people wait, they usually tell themselves, I'll revisit this later. I just need a little bit more time. Next quarter will be better. But later often turns into another year in the same role, another cycle of feeling, and I'm going to say being invisible, and another round of almost. Nothing dramatic happens. Just you staying stuck, and I'm going to say stagnation. In other words, you being in the same place, doing the same thing, which is nothing. And the hardest part is that when you start doubting yourself, instead of the strategy, instead of, what you really want, you just stay in a vicious cycle, and time has passed, and then you wake up 5 years, 6 years, 7 years later, and again, you're in the same space. And I don't want that for you. This is what I wish more people understood. Being ready does not mean that you know everything. I did not know what I was getting myself into when I made that transition from being an administrative assistant to a business analyst, even when I made the transition from a business analyst to a trainer, even when I transitioned from being a trainer to a tester to a certified change management practitioner. I did not know everything. Being ready doesn't mean that you feel fearless. Every one of those roles, I was scared out of my pants. I did not have the whole path of that transition figured out. But I knew I was ready because I started to ask better questions. I knew I was ready because I wanted structure instead of wasting my time at that time, going through different books and trying to learn and understand. Now we would say, instead of scrolling, I was tired of guessing. Aren't you tired of guessing? Being ready means that you're open to support, that you're willing to try, even if it comes across, and really even if it is imperfect. And if any of that sounds familiar, that is readiness. And that is why I started the Pivot Circle. It's a community that I actually started in May. We are actually we have 3 cohorts, and it really is a community in which you are mentored by me and giving you the framework, the roadmap, the structure to support you in making the pivot into this industry. And the Pivot Circle is for you if you, of course, want to come into this industry of technology consulting without a technical background, without a technical certification. If you want a clear, like I said before, roadmap and not hype on what you think you need. If you value community and feedback, if you are willing to do the work, even when it feels uncomfortable, because I'm telling you, it's going to feel uncomfortable. The Pivot Circle is if you want to move with intention. The Pivot Circle is not for you if you are looking for a shortcut, if you are not willing to do the work, if you want guarantees without any effort. And even when you put the effort, there's no guarantee. But I truly believe what's for you will be for you. And it definitely is not if you're not ready to engage at all. Because, and I share all that to let you know that the right environment matters. I did not build the Pivot Circle to convince people. I built the Pivot Circle because, number one, I was being obedient. And number two, in my path of being obedient and showing up on, another social media platform, going live. Well, because I was going live and doing those videos, I kept meeting professionals who were smart, capable, experienced, and they were stuck. Not because they lacked talent, but because they lacked direction. They kind of understood what I was saying in the video, but they wanted to connect the dots. I want you to join the Pivot Circle and understand that you will be supported, you will be guided by me, you will be seen, and you will move at a pace that is intentional, not overwhelming. And if it does become overwhelming for you, then I want you to tell me. I want you to use the voice that I know you have and let me know. But it is all about being intentional. So this is my invitation to you. If you're ready to stop circling the idea of your next career move into technology consulting, and you want to explore it with community, with structure, with mentorship, then the Pivot Circle is now open this month, March 2026. And if this isn't your time, that's okay. But I don't want you to confuse hesitation with a lack of ability. You are capable. You are not behind. You are not starting from scratch. You are not starting from zero. You are allowed to choose differently. And like I always say, I should say this from the beginning, but I'm saying it now. Before you go, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel, my channel. And whether you join the Pivot Circle now, or if you join later, should I choose to open it up later this year again? I don't know. Right now, what is having me stay focused is that the more people that are coming to me, wanting that structure, wanting that community, wanting that mentorship, wanting that level of guidance for now. But whether you join now or later, I'm going to continue to show up here on YouTube and provide you with the videos to support you in thinking clearly about your next step. Whatever you decide, make the decision on purpose, make the decision intentional, because that is how pivots actually work.